Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome to Vox Yoga. Today we have a Yoga for Singers practice for head resonance. So we're going to be connecting the body, yoga and our voice. So come to this with an open mind as we're going to be swooping and whooping our voice in funny directions, maybe in some yoga postures as well. So I'm going to give you some modifications for these because we'll be staying in the postures for a little bit longer. So you're welcome to use a chair if you know that when we hold these postures you may need a little bit more support. So you might want to have that to hand. So we often talk about, or you often hear people saying head voice, that lighter quality. But we're talking really about head resonance. Resonance is where we feel the vibrations. And I'll be honest, I've never been able to put my hand on my head and feel vibrations there, but there is that sensation of that ringing, that brightness up in the head. So we're looking to maybe access head voice, thin folds, M2, and hopefully find a little bit more brightness, freedom and ease to our upper range. So we're just going to start by warming up the body and the voice a little bit. So we'll start standing. Grounding through the feet, maybe a little bit wider than hip width apart. And we're just going to start swinging the arms from side to side. You might come onto the toes and let your spine, neck just follow the body, the movement. Arms can come higher or just be about hip width, whatever feels best. And now let the voice just slide. Choose a sound, maybe a siren. Or an ooh sound can be really nice. Just sliding through the range, any pitches, and let the voice swing out as you swing with your arms. And start to slow it down. Good, feel the energy moving. Then ground the feet once more and we're going to kind of snake through the spine like a wave. So we'll start the movement first and then when you feel comfortable, we can start to add that sliding sound of your choice through the range. Let the voice respond to the movement. And with this one, don't try and copy what I'm doing. Just try and let the body wave. So bend the knees, maybe you round the spine. Then move to straighten the legs, maybe leaning back, arching to round forward again, bending the knees. Again, just snaking through the whole body. Let the arms follow. If you've got any sticky spots, you can stay there. And then start to add a bit of sound. Start to slow it down and then just come back to standing. In a moment, we'll come to a standing forward fold. And again, I'll give you the option with the chair. You can just slide through the range again on an SOVT, maybe a lip trill, but I encourage you to explore some vowels as well, particularly some oohs, maybe some ahs, to swoop up to the higher range, or you could try one of your favourite exercises or patterns. I really like a running scale. Ooh, ah, are, up to the 9, or you could sing a line from a song, whatever feels good. Because we're in a forward fold, you might feel a bit more pressure in the sinuses or head rush. Please, if you feel this, ease off, come back to standing or seated. Let's find our forward fold. So feet about hip width apart because we're going to be vocalizing. Bending in the knees and then just tuck the chin and slowly roll it down to a forward fold. Now really try and just let the head hang heavy here. This is a great place for relieving jaw tension. So maybe you just let the jaw hang there for a moment. Shake the head, free the neck up, keep a bend in the knees. And then when you're ready, start vocalizing of your choice. And if you're using the chair, I will pop up the alternative. Finish your final phrase. And then just shake it out. Bend the knees, shake the arms. You can maybe add a bit of sound here. Oh, which sounds ridiculous, but it can feel great. Lovely. Then just drop the knees down to the mat and just take a moment to sit on the knees, come back to the breath, because in a moment we'll come to another forward fold, which is going to be downward facing dog. And you don't want to have your head down for that long. So take a moment to reset. Just think about how that felt. Maybe you just check in with the voice here, or just take a moment to reflect and come back to the breathing. And we will make our way to downward facing dog. We're going to be holding this for a couple of minutes. Of course, you can drop the knees, come out of it whenever you need to, but if you would rather, you can do the option where you're standing with your hands on the back of a chair, radiator windowsill, which I'll show you the option for now. Or you can make your way to downward facing dog. So come to tabletop, hands and knees first. And pressing through the fingertips, tuck the toes, extend the legs, hips to the sky. Again, you want to make yourself comfortable in the posture, whether you're in full down dog or using the chair as support. So just bend, straighten the legs first. Have a bit of movement, and just a reminder to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe you let the jaw, tongue hang here. And then you can start your vocalizing in the posture. Just explore the voice. Do what feels good for your body and your voice. Ooh. You can take child's pose at any time, or just take a breather and come back into it. finish your final phrase. And then we'll meet in a standing forward fold. Slowly walk the feet to the hands, hands to the feet. And just interlace the hands behind the back here for a little bit of release. Take some full deep breaths. Then release the hands, and please, please, very slowly, as we've been in these forward folds, roll up to stand. Don't shut the eyes just yet. Find a point to focus to. Come back to your breath. And then take a moment to reflect on how that felt. Which of those postures felt best to find maybe more sense of ease or access to the higher register, that head resonance. Then if you're comfortable shutting the eyes, please do so. Just focus in on your inhale and your exhale. Then bring your hands to prayer at the heart. Drop the chin to the chest. And thank yourself for taking the time to do this practice. Breathe the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'd now really advise to go and do a little bit of singing practice, something that goes into your upper range, that you could explore some more resonance in. And if you found one of those postures particularly good, you could maybe do a little bit of practice of the song repertoire in one of those postures. Let me know how you found this. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon.